Last time on Lawful Stupid. And so you guys have set sail, bloodied and bruised, from these ships that had detained you.
I want to take a moment and talk to our Phoenix boy.
Go ahead.
I thought maybe I could have one of your feathers, because I have a wonderful idea for an item that I could make and help protect people.
They wouldn't do you much good now. Speak to me again when I am new. There is a meaning in your words and in your actions.
Thank you, Artoth.
That's when the storm comes.
Do we go through the storm or around the storm?
Into the storm it is.
And it's a mighty storm. Thunder roars, lightning crashes, rain pelts you. We're gonna make some checks, guys.
I rolled a nat 1.
This wave kind of comes up well over the side of the ship and crashes against the deck. For the most part, everything is okay except for Perry, who is swept into the ocean.
Have you seen Perry?
No, I thought she was with you.
Perry!
Harry, do me a favor. Make a death saving throw.
That's another nat 1.
And I'm just gonna run and jump over the ship into the water.
All right, everybody but Ray, headphones off.
Shit.
You always get the headphones off.
You.
Bye.
Perry, it's dark. You fight against the water. Your muscles burning with this heavy armor that you're working against. Your lungs scream for air. They burn in your chest. You're surrounded by salt, and it burns your many wounds that you've accumulated in this recent battle. And when you can't take it anymore, when it becomes too much, your deep desire for air, you suck in.
I think of my family, and I breathe.
And you find that you're on a ship. Your ship. Not Fate's Compass, the ship you grew up on. It's your home.
Hello?
Hey there, Pear. And you hear the voice of Law call out to you.
I turn. Do I see him?
You too. He's standing there on the deck of the ship.
Oh, hello, Captain?
I don't want you to get things twisted. I am he. I'm Lord Iono, Lord of the Grasping Waters. We've met.
I'm sorry?
This is just to make things easier for you. This is just I don't know why I look like Law, but your little brain told you that this was what you wanted to see right now, so.
Oh, of course, it's what I wanted to see right now. I miss him. Where am I? Why am I here?
You're like somewhere in between right now. You've like got some decisions to make, and I wanted to give you like a safe space to do that.
Is this... What do you want from me?
Oh, I already told you. I need a champion. I need a hero.
And I said yes.
Uh-huh.
What does that mean? My family, I swore your vows when they asked me to. I was happy to do it for them, and What does it mean to be a hero?
Well, you know Davy Jones.
Not personally, yes.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm not saying you guys have like tea together or anything, but you know him. So there's two ways that souls can go here on the waters. They can come into my embrace, or they can go to the locker. I don't want anybody going to the locker. It really chafes me when they go to the locker.
Have I not dedicated a good portion of my life to ensuring they go to you?
Onesies, twosies. That's not gonna cut it. There's an escalation coming.
This war you spoke of before.
Yes. See, now you get it. And for that to happen, I'm going to need a champion.
And that's me.
And that's you.
Why? Why me?
Why not?
There are hundreds of your priests on these waters. There are hundreds who have much more to live for than I do.
Perry, you asked to talk to me. I'm not. Yeah, there's 100 priests on these waters, and they're on their ships, taking care of their people. Where are your people, Perry?
Aren't they with you?
Yeah. But who do you have? That's my thought process was, I chose you because I thought you needed this. You were in a dark place, Perry, when I pulled you out of the ocean, put you on the menagerie. I thought you needed a cause.
I want to find a new family and take care of them better than I did the last. I want to have people to love again. I want to look after people. I want to have there be a reason I wake every morning and see the sunrise over the ocean.
I can give you the strength that you need to do that. I want to do that. I want you to be happy.
Well, then I suppose I decide to be happy.
Okay. Do you swear to be my champion?
Yes. I swear.
And he kind of walks over and he puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, "You don't have to. It's not like a all or nothing deal. I'm not gonna throw you away just because you don't want to do the things that I think that you can do." Say no, and you go back to your ship. You get to be with your new family. I can't help you anymore. And it would just be up to you to make your own way. Like I said, I chose you because I thought you needed this. If it turns out that I'm wrong, which, I'll be honest, I'm not usually, then I'll be wrong, and you can do what you want to do.
I will make the same decision I did 10 years ago. I'll follow you. I am still angry, but I'll follow you. How is my mother? How is my brother?
Well,
how is my captain? How is everyone from the Howling Rose?
it's hard to say. They time doesn't move the same for them as it does for you, but I miss you.
All right. Can you deliver a message for me?
I don't see why not.
Can you tell them I love them and I'm staying course, tacked to the wind?
I can do that. And he reaches behind him and he pulls out a small length of rope. And he hands it to you.
So it was from you.
Yeah, don't lose this one. We can't chit-chat like this all the time, and I can try to steer you in the right direction. Did you get the point with rail? Because I could knock that off if it's getting kind of. You got a bit of a. Well, it looks like a mark there, and kind of smarts. I'm sure.
Yes, it doesn't feel great. It's going to be hard to avoid looking at him. Also, what do you want me to do with him?
Well, that's up to you.
You are a fickle god, and a very confusing one, and thank you.
Yeah, because we know the sea's real predictable.
Yes, that
Never
does
changes that sea.
Nope. Same everywhere, same every day. Alright. I'm going to take the rope, pull it up to my neck.
It bonds automatically behind you. The tethers grow together and form one seamless band.
Did you have to make it hempen rope?
Yes,
It's so itchy.
I know. And he just smiles.
I don't like seeing that smile on that face.
He used to.
It used to be his.
Fair enough. Don't come calling again, Perry. Don't want to see you again here.
Neither do I. I imagine I will have quite the sore throat when I get back to wherever.
Undoubtedly. Good luck. And there's a crash of thunder and headphones on. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your patience. You are, Oslo, down underneath in the cargo hold. You hear a commotion above. Not really sure what that means. Delmore, you stand on the ship as you watch Finnegan run and dive into the ocean. And Finnegan, you are in the black, cold waters in a storm. What do you do?
I think as much as possible, so I'm opening my eyes wide. I don't know what I expected when I jumped in, but I'm opening my eyes wide.
There's a sting assault that you're familiar with, yeah. You scan and make a perception check.
Uh, 16.
You spot there's a flash of lightning on the surface above you, and through the light that filters down, you see a reflection deep in the ocean. Could be, I think that's chainmail.
So I look up when I see the flash. I'd say probably 5 or 6 feet underwater, and I look up and I look down. How far down is she?
Deep.
Like falling?
Yes, sinking as you watch.
So I start to swim, and I'm swimming as fast as I possibly can. And I feel like the further I go, the only thing in my mind is, I owe her one. I owe her one. And so I'm getting closer and closer. But as I look back up, I think I'm not going to be able to make it back.
No.
And
Already the air in your lungs is starting to deplete, and it starts to burn as you crave oxygen.
But I just know that I got to get there. And I think am I able to reach her?
Yeah, you're able to reach her. She looks pale and still, and she's not moving.
And so I'm out of breath as I get there. And so almost like an instinct, and I don't mean to, I take a deep,
Yeah. And oxygen fills your body. And
I'm able to keep doing that.
You notice something on your neck, and it's not normal, and as you put your hand there, you feel these rows of gills.
And I'm also gonna take another deep breath.
Yeah, and you find yourself full of oxygen. You're able to derive sustenance from this.
And I just start kicking. One arm's grabbed her, and the other hand is just frantically pushing the water down, feet kicking the water below me as I head back up, hoping that I can't really tell what's going on, but I'm looking for another lightning bolt or anything to give me some sort of sense of direction.
Yeah, and sure enough, there's a crash of thunder that's distorted above you and a flash of lightning, and you know where the surface is, and you push, and you push, and you push, and you're carrying this additional weight of Perry, this armor-clad woman that's dragging you down, but you're able to breathe, and you're able to push, and you're able to fight, and eventually you break the surface.
And I'll yell, Delmore!
Yeah, as soon as I hear that, I'm scrambling to throw like a rope over the side.
Yeah, you are there, and Tap and Barnabas are all there, and they see and they throw the rope out, and very easily you guys you're able to. I'm assuming that you tie the rope around Perry and.
Yes, around like underneath the arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And together the three of you pull, and she's kind of just lifeless, banging against the side of the ship, and comes up onto the ship. Finnegan, you are able-bodied and able to just climb back onto the ship of your own accord. And you are there. It is Barnabas, Finnegan, Tap, and Delmore with the unmoving body of Perry.
I think at this point Oslo has come upstairs to see what's going on.
And that's the scene that you see as you are buffeted by the cold, harsh rains, the stinging rains. You come out and you see this gathering around the lifeless body of Perry.
She's clinging to like whatever railing is closest to not get blown away, but just watching.
Finnegan, do something!
And so he's kind of like lost in the moment and is going to just whisper, come back. And with that, I'm going to cast, of course, by the healing word.
You roll the healing.
Okay.
Because Perry, you are at 0 hit points. So that you'll get these hit points back, but she is still unconscious.
6.
6, you get 6 HP, but you are still very much. And then Barnabas goes, "Get out of the blasted way!" And he comes down and he starts to compress against Perry's chest, and he starts to give her mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and he's compressing her chest, and he blows into her. And you guys don't know this because you guys aren't doctors, so like, and most of you not being sailors, probably aren't familiar with this. But eventually, Perry, you cough.
We are even.
Your bedside manner is incredible.
Barnabas stands up and kind of brushes off his clothes and nods and backs away.
Oh,
Thank you.
Tap, help me over here. There's still a damn storm going on.
Barnabas? Thank you.
He's very gone.
That was quick.
It's very awkward.
Are we still in the storm?
Yeah,
And
still
as
very much a
if-
storm going on.
As if to answer, the rain starts to die down. The wind less violent. As you guys make it, presumably, into the eye of the storm?
We don't have. If this is what we don't have long until it gets bad again.
Yeah, maybe you should go below deck. You wait this one out. Let us take over from here.
I'm so sorry, Captain. I left my post. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I can still sail.
Yeah, I trust your decision, but it seems like you got real messed up there. Are you sure?
Perry, come down here with me. Come down here. Come on.
I don't. Fine. Okay.
Before you leave Oslo, could you roll a perception check for me, please?
Sure. 22.
Good to know.
Spicy.
Is it?
Interesting.
Go on with your last.
Ozzo's gonna like run forward and like essentially grab your hand and start like pulling you down there to like get you blankets or something to take care of you.
Perry reluctantly follows, making very evident that she could break away from the small lizard's grasp if she so chose.
It's not hard.
Nope. She allows herself to
Finnegan, are you okay?
I am fine, Captain. I don't know how to explain it.
Ben's like, not Ben. Delmore's like awkwardly like rubbing on his neck, like looking at you. Like,
I know. I imagine they're gone. When I come up.
They are gone. I can't tell you how much I was gonna make you not be able to breathe on the surface, but I decided against it. As you surface,
Oh my god, that would have been so
I just
bad.
assumed you could use both.
no. It's these natural instincts
His
you
swallow
have took
muscles
over.
right?
Your swallow muscles
the
are
Got it.
very puny. And as you came up and started breathing air again, they vanished while you were still in the water.
Yeah. Finn, are you okay?
He was down there for a minute.
I'm asking.
Like a literal minute or like a hip
No,
minute?
like a hip minute. Like you were down there for a while.
Oh, dang. I'm fine, Captain.
Okay. Sure. Are you good to sail?
I don't see why not.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. Okay, great. Back to your position then, because we're about to get back in the thick of it.
Yes, Captain. And I run to the helm.
Delmore gets ready for now covering for Perry's role as well as his own.
And you guys are together able to make it through the storm as anticipated.
Riders on the storm. We need that.
Riders on the storm. Yeah, Ginge, if you could just get that license for us right quick. Yeah, you guys are. I'm going to use your rolls from earlier. Finn, you're not having any issues navigating the storm. There is a smaller vessel that likes to prey on ships in storms because it's like a perfect time for an ambush. It does come in and kill you all.
God damn it.
That was a perception check earlier. You would have noticed it, but you did go below deck where you couldn't see anymore. So that's a shame.
So we all died.
But you're all dead. New
I don't know. Admiral
characters.
Tap has a cannon, and he's not afraid to use
He
it.
has,
Strapped to his back.
he has two of them.
Yeah.
One strapped to his back. The other one is right where
Strapped
his
to his
feet is.
He
Yeah.
hasn't been doing anything else but holding on to these cannons. I don't want to lose these. My babies.
gun show. It's Torbjorn. It's basically Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. All dwarves are Torbjorn. I'm not a dwarf.
What's all this standing around?
We've got cannons to shoot.
Thing of beauty. Anyway, so you guys are able to make it through the storm. You've got about another week on the ocean. Anything that needs to happen?
I feel like
Yeah.
when,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say when we went below decks, pretty much also doesn't know how to take care of anybody, but what she did was she just like went and got a blanket and then brought it to Perry, and then went and got a pillow and then brought it to Perry, and then went and got a ration and brought it to Perry.
And just like straw and like sticks and other small things.
Yeah, it just starts like building a thing over her.
It's like one drunk friend taking care of another drunk friend.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. You don't know what you mean?
Brings her like a bag of dry rice. Like,
This you need nutrition.
Thank you.
here's just like a raw steak, protein.
Put this on your eye and also nibble it when you get hungry.
Yeah. She doesn't talk much. She just like goes and gets things and brings them back.
Thank you for this. I'm sorry that I'm useless.
You're not you almost died. That's not useless. You were doing something.
Doesn't feel exactly useful either. Are you taking to life in the crow's nest well?
It's alive.
It's
It's a living.
It's a hard job. Somebody's gotta do it.
So you guys are able to proceed this week and make harbor. Also, I should mention, Ray, at your leisure, go ahead and get rid of your 2 levels of fighter and take 2 levels of paladin.
Oh.
Well, this is just
Bless.
Yeah, I feel like she
Oh,
leveled 2 more times than me.
Whirlwind.
So
So is she level 4 now?
can I get level
She's
3?
she's
Is that
level 6.
possible? She's just level.
Yeah, you're all level 10.
Oh,
What?
great! Hold on, I just gotta change some things.
So you guys are able to make port at the menagerie.
So on the trip back the last week, Delmore like pretty messed up from like everything he's had to experience, and there's a
Sure.
couple moments that he would like tuck away and like sit alone, and not in the privy, but like probably in the hole, probably behind some cargo, like some rations, and he would pull out of his pack like this robotic wolf head, and he would just like sit it down and kind of point it at like the side of the wall and just like turn it on with just like the little bit of power that's left, and just like an image of Delmore and his 3 friends that, you know, like were just so much to him, and like he's having to process if that image is his reality anymore.
It's good.
And then you guys lay anchor and are able to go back into the Meridian. It's a bustling port, as you well know, as people are coming and going.
The Meridian or the Menagerie?
It's the misplaced Meridian Menagerie. I apologize.
Oh, okay. So,
So
we're
my
not
alliteration.
we're not in a different place.
No.
Yes, super put we're getting off the boat. We're about to get off the boat.
Oh, yeah.
I look at the Phoenix egg, or at least Delmore's about to. I look at the Phoenix egg, and I look at my new friend, right in the egg, and say, Arta, do you need to breathe? Is that like a thing you need to do when you're an egg?
I'm not an egg. I'm an orb, but no, not necessarily.
Oh, excellent. So I take Artoth, and I have like this. I pull out a cube out of my bag, and like press a button on it, and it kind of opens up and expands a little bit, and there's like this swirling little portal, and I put Artoth into my bag of holding, and then I close it and put that away. Whenever you guys are ready, maybe we should go see the proprietor or Fire Mario.
Oh yeah,
You
the
don't
guy on
like-
fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
the Genasi.
The mustache man.
Yeah.
Mustache man.
Yeah. With several questions. Cool.
Yeah.
So, we go to the proprietors. And the
Yeah,
Oracle,
post haste.
and the
You
Oracle.
guys head straight there to his where you know his office to be, and of course, upon your arrival, you are greeted, well, and you're taken back to see him. And he goes, "You made it! Tell me you have it. Tell me."
I just want to ask a couple questions. One,
Mm.
Barnabas, why is he a coward? Two, necromancer on the ship, real cool. Can we get more of those? Three, did you know about Steve and Eddie?
One. You can take that up with Barnabas. I'm sure he'd love to inform you. Two. Yeah, he's Rail's a great asset. Whether you can get more or not, that is not really my jurisdiction. It's kind of on you, but yeah, maybe. And three, who the fuck?
Okay, great. Yeah, all right. Well, those are kind of not really answers to my questions as much as they are
Oh, okay.
responses, but that's fine. No, it's fine. My
okay.
foolishness. I asked for nonsensical questions. We didn't really discuss gold last time. Where are we sitting on that, boss?
Where we're gonna let that sit exactly where we left it.
So like a hole full of gold, or like as much as
No,
as
we
the
discussed
encompassing carry?
none.
Oh,
So I think the
seems
amount
strong.
is none. How many additional sapphires did you bring me?
Well, none. You didn't ask for them. Shame on you.
Well,
Should have made a longer grocery
none, you
list.
didn't ask for it. You didn't ask for gold. So
Actually, I was pretty clear on asking for gold, but that's what I get. Should have
no,
got it on
I
notes.
offered you
Fine.
gold, and you changed the subject, and then we never. So
Let's see.
do you-
I've got an audiomancer friend. We'll see how that turned out. I got what you need, I guess. I mean, we did.
Well, might I say, gimme.
You did a good job saying gimme, gimme, gimme. But let's just settle up the deal here. We get a boat. What else were we getting for this?
I have written down fortune.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was just got a tiny notebook with like this little piece of charcoal. Fortune, right here.
That is-
In kobold.
That is just. You just wrote down the word fortune in Draconic.
It's
That's
better
all
than
I'm
Elvish, for being honest.
I don't. Sure. I like Elvish script. It's very fanciful.
Yeah.
Are you extorting me? Are
No,
you saying that-
no, not at all. Just
I mean, I'm saying it's a bold tactic. I'm not saying I'm not impressed.
no, it'd be a silly tactic. I just would take the Phoenix and all its power. Anyways, what are you planning to do with the Phoenix?
I have big plans that are between me and my immediate family members and close relations. Nothing harmful.
You're
So-
not planning to harm the Phoenix
No.
in any way?
Not in any way. No.
Well. When
can I-
this thing explodes, where do you intend on having it?
Oh, downstairs.
That seems unwise.
No, it's fine. There's a thing. I'm going to harness the energy. I told you this already. I found a way to harness that raw creative energy, and I need it. So
Can I when he talked about like he ain't gonna hurt that Phoenix boy, do I think he's lying?
I'll roll an insight check.
Okay, great. I am lukewarm. What's a 5?
Everybody else headphones off?
Nothing.
You believe him. Headphones on.
I think you're lying to us.
He said, "Open your mouth wide."
I think so too.
He probably said something
big
dumb.
mouth Billy Bass right now.
Oh, your tongue is blue.
This
He's the lizard.
so the Phoenix is gonna be, to be clear, the Phoenix is gonna be healthy and go on to live another life cycle. Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Oh.
I don't think I could stop that if I tried.
Oh, okay, great. I turn back to the crew. Anything else anybody wants to broach?
I'm still pretty convinced we were supposed to get a fortune.
Yes, I'm a bit hung up about the whole gold thing as well.
Once again, are you is that what we're doing? That's fine if we are. You just tell me so I know.
Oh, if you're gonna let us extort you, then I mean, sure, whatever.
I would like to know how you plan to harness the power of the Phoenix.
I'll be honest, it's a little bit. I've got a contractor working on that, to be real with you. I don't necessarily know how it works, but I'm assured that it will.
Oh,
Is there a way for me to perhaps have some of that power?
I know I need it. That's why I gave you guys this great ship to go get it. That's what you were paid for that. Because I want it. For me to have.
I hope whoever's building that thing builds it fast, because this bird ain't got long.
We built it months ago. We're ready. We just needed the Phoenix.
Ah.
proprietor. When you're done, are you planning to release the Phoenix?
I don't have immediate plans for it afterwards. Honestly, it's going to go in the menagerie. That's kind of the thing. We've kind of a wonder. People will come to see it.
So you plan to keep it caged up?
I mean, it depends. I mean, I guess if the Phoenix wants to, I'm not going to stop it. It's a Phoenix. It's not a beast. It's an intelligent creature. But if it will stay here, then that's the goal. I mean,
Okay, listen. I'm just making sure you're not planning something nefarious with this.
Here's interesting thing about me is that not a giant dick. So
Well, to be fair, you did promise gold. Anyways, and I
once again, are we doing this, my? Because if we are, you need to tell me.
I pull
Give
out
us
this
gold!
So you're saying that if I don't give you gold, it's fine if that's what you're saying. I just need to know. So like, how much gold do you need for me to have the Phoenix, please?
I'm pulling this container out, this like silver metallic gunmetal cube, and I open it up and reach in and pull out the Phoenix orb, and I look at the orb and I say, "Thank you," as I hand it over to the proprietor.
But the gold.
You're welcome. And
But the
he
gold.
reaches over. So we're good, right? Like this is. You seem upset. You seem like very sad about this. That one hasn't talked since she got here.
I've had other things on my mind. It's not extortion if we ask you nicely for money.
Well, it's a little late now. I would have gave. You know what? Here, I tell you what. Have some gold. And he like has a small chest underneath of his desk, and he goes over and he does some stuff that you don't see. And he pulls out a hefty pouch, and he goes, "Here you go. Have some money. You did a good job."
Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
I was always gonna run over and grab it.
How much money do
How
we
much
have?
does it weigh?
Are you gonna take it out and count it?
Is
Well, I
it too
guess
heavy for
not
the
right
kobold
now.
to carry?
I was looking
Don't
at
do
Duck
coin
McScrooge
weight.
in
It's
it.
hefty.
That's fair.
I mean, I'll just. I can. We can count it later, and I can just put it in that bag.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that, but right now the kobold's like hugging it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So-
talking to
How
her.
did she reach it? I had
Well, I would imagine that he handed it to me.
no.
He
I-
like extended
Oh, I
it
thought
and
I
was
got
like,
it.
"Here's
Oh, well, then I
some
absolutely
goodies."
jumped up and got it.
And she scurried out.
That's fair. She's
Skirt.
Much
skirt.
faster.
She, you reached your hand out and she popped out of your sleeve and was like, "Ah."
You don't know how she got there.
and I just pick up the kobold. I still have the gold.
Yeah, there you go.
"Yeah."
She's not complaining. She's got it.
the kogold.
Basically, right now, the kobold is your wallet.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's an alligator skin wallet.
Oh no, that's awful. Thank you.
It's awesome.
What's in your wallet? Friendship.
Ascension humanoid.
And the proprietor is just like watching and smiling.
Thank you, Sid.
Proprietor, when this all goes down, and you harness this energy, I would like to visit the Phoenix.
That is fine with me. It'll you come back in a couple of days.
Oh, I'm sure I'll know.
Sure. Yeah. No. Totally. And he turns to Vidya, who's here, and he goes, "Are we good?" And she goes, "One moment." And she walks over and she puts a hand on the proprietor and closes her eyes.
Play the lute again. Play the lute again. Play the lute again.
Yes, I believe that this has done what we wanted. Excellent.
Well,
Uh.
can we expect to hear from you again?
Well, that depends. If you want to, sure. I've grown fond of all of you. I think you're all wonderful people.
We've met you twice.
Had a lot of time to get to know us in the 2 months we were absent.
Well, yes, but you have saved me from a fate that I found terrible. You have shown yourself to be reliable in a great task that only you could accomplish. If you were maybe looking for more work, I could maybe point you in the right direction there. Or if you just want to visit and see our many wonders and delights, we always welcome travelers. Or if you're just trying to get away from the Alliance, we are a safe haven.
Vidya, I would like to see if the vision I had the first time has changed.
Yes, I can check this for you. She reaches out her hands to you.
I
Make a
do.
wisdom saving throw. Okay. You are. I mean, headphones off. You are treated to a vision of yourself on the island. What you see is very much different than it was before. You see yourself in this primal, altered state. You hardly recognize yourself from all the changes, and you see the arcane forest burning. There's black, billowing pillars off of that, and you standing there. But you also see around you, there are corpses. You see amongst them your brother. And then you wake up and have fun.
So this is only a potential future.
It is where your path takes you. The path you are on now. It can change as you change.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I want to try.
Sure thing. Of course. And she extends her hands to you.
So she hops out of Perry's arms with the gold and waddles over to Fidea with the gold and holds out one claw.
I need both hands.
She looks down. And she looks up. And she looks down. She looks up. And she sets the gold down and puts her foot on it. And then holds out both her claws.
I'll make a wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
Okay. Headphones off. You are treated to a vision different than the one before. You see yourself on a ship, and it doesn't look like Fate's Compass. It looks like a very different ship. It looks more military. It looks like it's covered in weaponry, and you are standing in the cargo hold, and you're wearing like a ridiculously big hat.
Okay.
It's like the hat is like the size of you, and you are standing in a hold as you throw down 2 bags of swag on top of this massive treasure hoard. Headphones on.
Oslo's tail is practically wagging. She's like, okay. She picks up the gold again, and she walks back over to Perry.
Anyone else?
No.
Okay. No thanks. Do you have any other business?
Not here, no.
Then I wish you safe travels. And it's worth noting that I have already sent salaries to Rail and Tap and Barnabas. You might want to speak to them to see if they want to continue service on your ship.
Fair point. Deed? Do we need a deed for the ship?
I could draft something for you. It's
I
not
mean-
normally a formal thing, but
I mean, as long as you're saying
Yeah,
we're good. I don't need proof, but
no, that's perfectly a fair exchange. I'll have something written up when you come back in a couple of days to visit the meetings. I
You
should
have to pop on down to the
Excellent.
SOM, the Secretary of Menagerie.
have to head on down to a public notary, obviously.
Our next mission is just an hour of finding
So-
way
so
the DMV
fine,
stand in line, do a boat
waiting in
test.
there.
Oh my god.
yeah, we're going to a registration's office and
Pull your number.
sit in there in
right there
line.
for a few
It's
minutes.
You gotta pay taxes. It's a motherfucker.
Roll a cut line.
So they get
Fantasy
you.
tax.
It's a gift though, so the tax rate's got to be lower.
It's actually higher. It's like found money. It's taxed at 50%.
It's an expensive boat.
Yeah. You kind of got fucked over on that one. So you guys leave, and the world is your oyster.
Haha, that's funny. Because it's a big old boat. Oysters. Nope.
Yep.
Jeez.
It seems our purpose for being brought together has come to an end, at least for the time being.
I mean, we all own 1/4 of a boat together, so
When Finn says
kind of purpose all on its own.
when Finn says that, Perry just looks at him wide-eyed and a little bit shocked. You're right, but I don't think you are. I don't.
You confuse me.
Me too. I confuse me also. I don't think we're supposed to split up.
I can tell you I have not completed what I intend to before I return home.
Well, can we help? Can I help?
I don't think just the 4 of us will be able to stop the people that I need to stop. They are very powerful.
I don't know. We captured a phoenix. Well, I guess captured a strong word. We got a phoenix. That's pretty
But at
crazy.
what expense?
For me, the Phoenix didn't cost me anything.
Yeah, me neither.
I need to learn more about my abilities. And I don't think that going home right now, for me, is going to help that. So, I'm willing to be with you all, to learn, to grow, and maybe in time return home. But now is not the time.
Who, I don't think I've asked who is after your home?
No. No one is after my home. We are, in a sense, held captive on our own island. There are 4 tribes that dominate the islands, the Pulasa Islands. 3 of us have been simply we build and we fish for this one tribe. And they are the only ones who are able to leave the island, and it's been that way for many centuries. And
Oh, it's a war? Kind of?
there is no war when you cannot fight back.
Ah,
They draw upon the power of the trees.
really good at fighting.
But we do not have that power. The magic is too
Tree
powerful.
people.
People.
Treacle.
But I mean, you kind of, I don't know, seem pretty powerful doing whatever beast things you were doing. Not that I'm 100% familiar with it, but
We are all the same people.
I mean, not.
They are. We come from the same bloodline at some point. They are just stronger.
Your goal is to
Stop them.
get stronger?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. Oslo, what are you doing?
He's biting like every
That's a
piece
great
of
question.
gold to see if it's real.
She's counting the gold on Perry's head. She's stacking
Very
it.
still.
It's like the game when you stack the goldfish.
That aside,
Perry, can you do me a favor and just do a Constitution saving throw, please?
I die instantly. It's a.
you got the soft spot of her head.
It's 17? Nope, 18.
You sneeze really hard. Coins go. No, I'm kidding. You hold it back.
Don't twitch.
So
You sneeze inward.
You implode.
I die
You
instantly.
die
Survived
standing.
the drowning thing, but this is what kills me.
Your brain explodes. It leaks out your ears. It's super nasty.
Oh god. You fall on Oslo, she dies.
No, I can't stress this enough. She stands still. She endures.
So Oslo just sitting on your head, stacking coins on your head.
Where are we at? How much?
I don't know, DM, how much are we at?
Over a period of counting, you come up with 500 gold coins.
All on Perry's head.
Yes.
Impressive.
Stacked to the heavens.
I mean, I'm impressed.
Stacked to the heavens, that's paladins in a nutshell.
Hey.
Dilma, what do you mean?
Well, let's see. You're kind of strange, and
Mhm.
you've made a nest in our roost, and when the storm came, instead of helping, you hid. And I'm just not sure, I'm not sure what you're after. What, other than shinies?
Shiny? I mean... Okay. Look. Shinies.
It's like I don't see how you can just ask. Yeah, how can you want more?
Need more shinies.
How can you name one? Well... I know very well that I am small, and that I can get swept away by winds very easily. So that's why I didn't help. So there's that. Secondly, shinies, yes. Very good. But there's other people out there who need to get what's coming to them,
I agree.
you know? But
So, vengeance?
yeah. Yeah. But now thirdly,
He
I
looks
think I want to help Finn.
puzzled at you.
I know how that feels. And she gets very serious, actually.
Go on, little lizard.
Oh. I know what it feels like to want to fight back, but no one else around you wants to. And to watch your home get taken over. And to watch the people you love get subjugated. So I want to help you.
Thank you. I accept.
If she didn't already have all the gold stacked up on Perry's head, she would jump down and climb onto Finn. But she's got to get all the gold back into the
The
bag
entire
first.
time you've been stacking the gold, Perry has been putting it into.
The stack is only in Oslo's mind.
Yep. Yeah.
Perry. So let's get this straight. Ben is wandering to get stronger, and Oslo is following Finn. Perry, what are you after?
What are you after, Dunwall?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be happy to share, but I don't think answering a question with a question is appropriate.
I have not much left to lose. When I met all of you, I was at the end of my rope, as it were. Yeah, let's all laugh at the rope joke real quick. Ginge, take that out.
No, keep it forever.
I'm not sure what I'm doing. If I'm being perfectly transparent, it's not up to me anymore. But I don't. Belonging is something that you don't notice matters until you don't anymore. You take it for granted until suddenly you don't have that luxury.
Ouch. Fuck.
And I think I rather like you lot. So I'll stick around. Now what are you up to, Delmore?
I just want to give the Alliance what they've got coming to them.
Hey.
We can agree on that.
They've done a lot wrong by me, by my family, by my friends. So that sounds like vengeance, but it's more justice. There's no individual person in the Alliance I want to take down or destroy as much as this world needs to be protected.
Whatever you want to call it, they deserve it.
I agree.
But I think it matters. I think what you call it matters. And that may be fine for you, Oslo, but I don't want revenge. Revenge is tasteless. It's stale. It's fleeting. I want justice. I want places like Finn's Island no longer under the thumb of the Alliance. I want places like the Menagerie to not have to exist for fear of perjury of the Alliance. That's not vengeance. I don't know. It sounds more like revolution, but that's not right either.
Well, okay, so after you turned us around into the clutches of the Alliance, I didn't think you were a very good leader. But I can agree with what you're looking for. I'm on board with that.
I'm not. I never claimed to be a good leader. I claimed to be a leader, and one of my that dwarf with the elephant helmet he was very close. He was one of my brothers, one of the knights, and I hadn't seen him for so long. And I'm sorry I endangered you, but I would do it again. Just like I would try to rescue any of you.
Well, it sounds like you're not going to get rid of us.
I wasn't planning on it, no, but, transparently, it sounds like we have different morals, and mine matters.
Ouch. But a similar goal.
Agreed. I think I owe it to you
Where
to
to,
be honest
Captain?
about that. I feel like we should probably see if we have a crew left.
That is very important for sailing the ship.
Yeah, I really like Rail. I don't want to lose him. Yeah, we'll talk about why you don't like ghosts, but you're okay with gods. We'll work on that.
On the discussion of vengeance versus justice, I think it matters. I think the difference between that is how likely you are of success and how many people back you. At the very least, you have 3 others. I don't care for them either.
And my
It's my blade.
And you have my axe, my claw, and my claw.
Oh, wow, all of you
And
guys,
my bow.
you guys all have claws. It's cute.
We do. Everybody has claws except for you.
Also,
and my claw, and my claw, and
Isn't that wine or something?
a white
Some
claw.
alcoholic drink.
also, only Delmore wears shoes.
I'm wearing boots when I'm not on the boat.
Right, but on the boat, only Delmore wears
Boots
shoes.
off, toes out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking flip-flop party.
Toes out.
Yeah.
Captain, I think we can agree. Vengeance serves only one man. Justice serves many.
Me.
I hope so.
Found as fuck.
Yeah, I want to head back. I want to lead everyone back to the ship.
Yeah, you guys head back to the ship where Barnabas, Rail, and Tap are waiting for you at the docks.
On the way back to the ship. Also, important piece about that gold, dear. I'd like my share.
Yeah. Oh. Well, she's on Perry's shoulders at this point.
So
I feel like you can stack gold on her head. You can count out some gold.
I am your DM, and I will make a friendly note to you. And you do whatever you want to do. I would suggest, as a successful party dynamic, taking half of the gold you earn, putting it into a party fund, and separating the remaining half betwixt you. That is a suggestion from me, your DM. Do
I'm
what
in
you
college.
will.
I know all about party funds.
Is there so like, am I gonna have a check-ins and a savings? Is there a bank on the menagerie? What's a debit card, credit card reward situation like?
Yeah, what's the cash
What
out?
APR can they offer us?
Yeah.
There's a bank. There's a bank and many money lenders on the
So
metro.
ATM's not an issue.
No, you have to pay the ATM fees, but you get that back.
They're
at
always
the end of
so
the month.
high. Okay, well that's different.
You get a rebate.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe we should discuss gold dilute stuff off air and then just explain that later. How much is? Oh, I guess we're not doing coin weight. All right. Yeah. So they're there waiting for us. To be clear, on the way back, everybody good with keeping them? Does anybody want to find some replacements? Are we good? Everybody's happy?
No.
What?
Oh, you don't like Barnaby for being a
No, that man
yeah.
saved my life. It's Rail I have an issue with.
Anyways, anybody have any issues
No issues.
whatsoever? Why don't you like Rail?
Why?
Seems calm.
Oh, skeleton crew is usually not to be taken literally. You understand that?
But it's a ghost.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a skeleton crew. It's like a specter.
And
crew.
and that seems normal to you? That seems okay?
Oh, gods no.
Wait, hold on. Let me fact check here. You talk to gods, he turns into animals. She's literally a tiny dragon. And I have, like, technology for magic. Yeah, let's cross the line at ghosts. Oh, we also saw 600-year-old
And
humans.
a phoenix.
Yep, ghosts are weird.
And a phoenix.
We might want to...
Wait just a fucking second. Eddie was a half elf.
600-year-old mortals. So
Steve was a human. They're both dead.
Yeah, they're right. And so maybe we all can bring him back. No, I just don't see, like, it seems like a weird time to cross the line of the deli aisle is all I'm saying.
I don't think things will go well if we continue having him with us.
But like, why? Because that feels like persecution on a certain type of magic, and I'm not there with you. I'm very...
And we gotta
Isn't
hire more
anything
people.
wrong.
If we don't have them, we have to hire more people.
We have gold now. There are honest sailors out there looking for work.
We only have so much gold.
Well, and nobody said those ghosts weren't honest. I feel like that's a biased situation we've just put on these ghosts.
I'm not saying the ghosts aren't honest. I'll go with them.
I just really would love to hear why you don't like the ghost other than they give you the heebie-jeebies. Is there more to this story, or is it just heebie-jeebies?
Harry's just gonna walk away and continue on towards the dock.
Oh. With Oslo.
With Oslo.
Am I the only one who doesn't have a problem with the ghosts?
Oslo, like, pats you on the head, like, it's okay, we can get you chocolate or something.
Me or Delmore?
Yeah, you. No,
Yeah,
she's patting you on the
That's
head because
fine.
she's on your shoulders.
Chocolate.
And it makes you feel better,
I've heard of it.
right?
I don't know. I haven't had it.
Oh. Okay, well, now we have a new mission.
Ben, are you
Of course,
okay with
Captain.
everyone on board? Okay. All right. So I board and addressed Barnaby, Admiral Tapp, and
They are at the docks, actually.
okay, I addressed them on the docks. First of all, why the fuck are you being lazy on the docks? There's a shit.
Wait, did I get there before
Alright.
Delmore got there?
Yeah, for sure. You walked off.
I mean,
Walked
yeah,
away.
you walked away, so you'd be there slightly.
I don't want to do
before.
anything
Yeah.
super huge. I feel like there's been some awkwardness between me and Barnabas, and I just want to sit.
Oh, let's explore this.
I don't like that face. I'm just gonna.
You don't have a whole lot of time.
Yeah. It's almost coming, and I don't think he's very happy. But I wanted to say thank you again for saving my life, regardless of what he's about to say to you. That's all. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then you all arrive.
So, this is our ship, and you're all welcome to jobs here, should you want to remain with us. Though, Tap, maybe we should get you a cook.
Yes, please.
Because two things. One, your food is terrible. And two, you just don't seem very happy.
He nods.
More importantly, one, your food is terrible.
Hey, I like it.
Yes.
Well, so yes, let's fix that problem for sure. Do you happen to know anyone? If not, we'll go recruiting, I'm sure, before we leave.
I do know one lad. I don't know if he's currently looking for work though.
Okay, cool. Why don't you work on that? Please.
And he leaves.
Runs.
Never comes back.
Barnabas.
Captain.
I feel like you and I should have a longer conversation, not at this juncture, about you wanting to surrender pretty quickly under the Alliance.
You are gonna die.
I'm aware of the stakes, all the same. I'm not judging him in the moment. Well, I'm not judging him now. Was pretty angry in the moment for a lot of different reasons. I just thought it's worth a conversation, maybe.
I agree.
And
You offering a job?
Oh, well, yeah, I thought that was pretty apparent. I said, you all three are welcome to continue to sail with us. But is that not clear?
No, it's just typically people offer compensation.
Oh, I just assumed you had salaries already.
Yeah, so the proprietor paid me 7 gold a month to sail under him.
That's fine.
I'm looking for 10.
Admiral Tap! Why? Why would you deserve more? Seems strong.
I feel like I can do a lot of good on your ship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you need me, and it's nice to be needed.
Mm-hmm.
But your decision making, I call it hazardous duty instead of pay.
He's got a point.
Also, you know this is your gold too, right? Like this isn't just coming out of my pocket.
She hugs it closer a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't.
So maybe let me negotiate. That'd be great. Instead of just being like, he's got a point, asshole.
Oslo, professional
I
peanut
understand that you're not a sailor. I get that. You're obviously some sort of military commander, but you're not a sailor. And so things that seem obvious or should, and he looks at Perry when he says this, and he's kind of got like some sharpness in his tone. It's things that should seem obvious to someone who's been sailing for a while, it's worth their salt, might not come obvious to you. But those 2 ships with the Alliance, they weren't presenting their side as a sign of vulnerability. Their gun doors were open. If we made a move, they would... The best case scenario, if we fought through the 5-6 dozen soldiers and sailors that were on that ship, took charge of it, ran both ships, we would still get instantly blown out of the water. And the best case scenario there is we die in the cannon fire so we don't drown in the icy waters. That was our best case scenario there. And I asked you all when you came aboard, do you have mutiny in your heart? And I don't. So you're my captain, and I will try to back your play as best as I can, but I can't watch you get yourself or anyone else killed.
Hey, Barnabas. Barney. If you were ever captured, taken hostage, or otherwise a prisoner of someone else, would you want us to rescue you?
Yes. But not if it meant you getting yourself killed.
You and I have different morals. For people I trust, for people who walk with me, I would lay down my life for them. And I
Would you lay
apologize.
down hers? And he points to Perry.
If
His points to Finn.
it would be their choice. It wasn't in that moment, and that's unfortunate. But going forward, it is their choice. And I've been very honest about how I am and now and how I plan to be and what loyalty means to me. They don't have to follow. They don't have to back me if they're not willing to lay down their lives for their friends, for their partners. I would lay down mine for you if you chose to sail with me. I just need you to understand that.
I do understand that. And I'm following you willingly onto that ship as well, to serve under you, Captain. 10 gold a month.
I don't see why that's an issue. Though, transparently, it's a pretty big raise. Like, mathematically speaking, that's pretty good. You should just be aware. 30%. That's a hazard pay. Hazard pay is totally different.
I'm worth it.
Okay, yeah, me too. I feel that. But life is life. Unless someone else has an issue with the rate, because as much as I carry captain title, it's not my gold alone that I am offering.
It's a fair
I have no
wage,
concept
okay?
of money.
I have no issue.
Pretty high wage for a sailor, but he has talents. Okay, great.
I do not understand why you exchange these shiny metals.
Because shiny metals are great.
And Oslo has a bad concept of money. Like, wait, okay. Rail, then we have a deal. I offer to shake his hand.
Yeah, he shakes it.
Cool. Rail,
Captain.
loads of questions, but question number one. Will you sail with us?
I don't have anywhere else to go.
Great. That's a lukewarm agreement. I'll take it. What was your salary before?
5 gold a month, Captain.
How does 6 sound?
1 better than 5.
Oh, awesome. Depression's terrible. We'll work on that. But one thing, would you mind doing me a favor as we sail together?
It depends on what it is.
Okay, well, we're gonna work on loyalty. Perry is really creeped out by you and your ghosts. Maybe just, I don't know, have them sing her a song, or I jest. Maybe just be mindful of that as you're helping us. That
When
weirds her
you
out a little bit.
say that, his head goes like all the way down, and he's kind of got this long-ish, shaggy, dark hair that kind of covers his face, but you see that his cheeks are very red and that his eyes are watering.
Don't worry about that. Not everyone has to understand what your gifts are. I think they're fabulous and interesting and want to learn so much about them. They're really cool. Don't let and I like lean in. Kind of judgy shit going on. Don't worry about that. It'll be fine.
Aye, Captain.
You're valuable. Do we have a deal? And I put my hand out straight.
He reaches out and shakes your hand, and then very quickly it's been at his feet this whole time. It's like a bundle with paper around it, like just like a rough sheets of paper. He picks it up, he walks over, he pushes it into Perry's chest, and he leaves quickly.
Well, that's a different turn of events. Does it smell like his cologne?
It's a present.
Sea breeze.
Does it smell like his cologne?
He doesn't wear cologne.
Smell like
Does it
his
smell like
body
death?
odor?
It smells
does
like
not.
death.
Sea
Death
breeze
is
is
just
natural
swag,
musk.
isn't it?
It smells like paper. It smells like his manly musk.
Oh god.
He left? He like super
No,
left?
Smell like
Yeah, he like stormed
corpse
off.
and dirt. Got it.
I'm gonna open it.
It's a bottle of it's like a pretty expensive rum.
Oh.
What you got there, Perry?
I'm gonna hold it up.
Oh, he got you a really nice gift, huh?
Yes, he did.
One thing you'll note is that the seal is broken.
He certainly did.
Hmm.
It's been a long time since someone bought me
Hey.
a gift.
Is her necklace still on?
Yeah, a single strand of rope around
So
her
it's
neck.
back,
It's always been there.
It has not. She cut it and was without it for a little bit before the
no.
storm.
Nope, not that you noticed.
Okay.
You never saw that. As far as you know, she's always had.
It has Admiral Tap and his cohort return. Just trying to tie up. all
Yeah,
those
Admiral
things.
Tap comes back with like a small young dwarven man with a clean shaven. But maybe the first clean shaven dwarf you've ever seen in your entire life.
Sick. Double
Admiral, what you doing to the poor boy?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't know why. That's not important.
Whoop. It's fair. Boy, my name is Delmore. What is yours?
He nods and doesn't say anything, and Tap goes, "This is Hap."
Oh,
Oh my god.
Snow White and the Seven
so-
Dwarfs.
We need to
So,
just
Hap,
gather all of them.
you're good to be the cook on our ship,
He nods.
and I assume you have a salary you would like.
He holds up one hand, 5.
So fair. How about 3 for month 1 and 2, and if you're doing a good job, we'll get you up to 5. I've
He looks
never
at Tap.
sold to you. Tap, your options are real easy. If he doesn't sign up, you're cooking.
Tap looks at you, looks at Hap, nods,
Excellent.
and
Tap,
Hap nods.
not really sure what role you'll fill. Mainly because we're running low on time, and I don't have the ship register. Sure, we'll find something. How does 7 gold a month sound?
Aye, Captain. His eyes light up.
Good. Oh, to be clear, your job's going to be dangerous because you're firing the cannons to some degree.
And he looks at you and he smiles and he goes, "Aye, Captain."
Okay, great. Pretty sure I'm gonna put Finn in the cannons one day. It's gonna be great.
And he says, "I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Captain."
Putting Finn in a cannon? That's
Weirdly specific.
Yes, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. specifically. Far be it from me, but I don't necessarily know if this is the ship for you.
okay. No, what do you mean?
I mean, it's a smuggler's ship. It's fast, and in fact, it's got a reputation for being very fast, which is why I think that if we were interested, we could probably sell it and then purchase something with a little bit more firepower.
I am not mad about that.
It was just a thought. I noticed that when we came into contact with those Alliance ships, your first thought was
Well,
to get the cannons going, which I respect.
to be fair, different situation, probably wouldn't necessarily make the same call going forward. Especially, anyways, it's definitely a decision I need to discuss with the others on whether we need a different ship or not. But I'm in. More cannons, more firepower is always a good thing.
I agree. I'm gonna go get Happier situated,
Sounds good.
and he takes him off towards the ship.
Just picks him up. It's no respect for a dwarf without a beard. Just whoop.
Well, that's me sister's lad.
Wild.
Oh.
All right.
Weird flex.
So, do we need a different ship?
It depends on what we think we're doing from here on out. If you expect to try and take down the entire alliance by ourselves, then I would suggest something a bit more beefy.
Well, I don't think we would do it by ourselves.
That
For
might
the entire alliance, piece by piece, maybe.
that might mean we need more people to run it.
One
One
beef at a time.
I've got beef with the alliance. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at a fast ship. It's just not very flexible in what it can do either.
It's a decision that you guys can make. I just kind of wanted to introduce that. We are running kind of long on time here, so if there's anything that anybody particularly needs to address, we're going to come back and do another kind of downtime episode when we get back, because you guys didn't get very much time in the menagerie.
Yeah, we're too busy with that getting to know each other.
No, it's great.
2
I'm
months.
super into it. There were some scenes that I didn't anticipate that had to happen, and I'm not mad at them.
What?
I just,
Most important scene, stacking gold on Perry's head.
Very, very
Of course.
important.
That was
I
clutch.
have lost one of my
personally.
D4s forever.
Oh
you
shit, that's a
deserve it.
trap for in the future. We're gonna get a Discord message and you're gonna be on the way to the hospital because a D4 is up in your shin. That's how hard you're gonna step on it.
Does anybody else need to address anything right now?
Nope.
Then that's where we'll end this episode.
Fantastic. That was fun, guys. Thanks for telling a story, Shane.
Thanks for listening.
You're very welcome. Thanks for. Well, I have nothing to thank
Yeah,
you
no.
for, but
Fair.
I am sorry.
My soul hurts.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Sorry about the things that I did, but not really.
And that brings me to the next point. Roll for Humanity. This is the last weekend that we are rolling for Baby Hayden. This should be airing on November 24th. Baby Hayden has, since at the time of this has been reporting, gone home. She is at home with her family, so that's good. She's going to be home in her own environment. She will probably, at this when this airs, have been going through some chemo, and we will update that as we get to drop this episode. But we're rolling for her, and the link will be posted. So I think it should still probably be up if you are
So can I hop in?
hearing
real
this
quick?
just now.
Sorry, to be clear, not only does every charity we donate to, in the episode that we do the Roll for Humanity, you can find the link in the show notes. You can also go to our website, lawfulstupid.org, and or you can go to minmaxmankind.org, and if you go there, we post all of them, and at that point, you'll be able to click on the little image that talks about what we gave, and that'll direct you to the site as well. Now, I know that this is a more limited type of situation, but it'll still be up there, and we'll put up what we can.
Sure.
And so today's roll is a 3. So $3 should we go into.
Devin, I'm sorry to make you.
No, please do the thing.
Don't be sorry. Yes.
I'm sorry to make you continue talking, but I have a fun little game show for you. Are you ready to take the Warlock quiz?
I wanted to play a game show.
No, it's fun. All right.
Yeah,
so,
go ahead.
In honor
Yes,
of our
let's do it.
patrons, because we're all very powerful warlocks thanks to them, let's see how much you know about your class.
Mm-hmm.
Question
The wrong
one.
person for this
Can I
game.
live stream this? I don't know.
Question 1. What is a spell named after a bloke named Hadar? Tick tock, tick tock. What is the warlock spell
Say that
named
again,
after
slower.
a bloke named Hadar?
Wow, Jay.
It's your in real life.
It's your in real
class
life,
of
the
warlock.
warlock, because
We have patrons.
We're warlocks.
Moving on. You did great.
You're not a druid. That's okay.
You did
Blade
great.
of...
I don't know who's ever
next
played a
question.
warlock.
Found
So,
that. Go.
Is it grasping
It's
arms
just
of
arms
Hadar?
of Hadar. It's a good one. I believe there's also Hunger of Hadar, but I could be misremembering that.
I think you're right. I think you're
Hadar
right.
gets around. Question 2. he's a hungry
Am I
man
hungry?
with arms.
He thirsty too.
Hey there.
Hadar.
Question 2.
Bill Hader?
If you're playing as a warlock, what stat do you want to be really big?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna... Wait, hold on. Oh gosh, I'm so terrible with this, but I'm gonna go...
Bobby, that's your dumb stat.
The correct answer is, of course, charisma, the best stat.
There's like
This is why I don't
Question-
play.
there's like 2 classes that need intelligence. Like
It's
2.
true, it's true. Question 3. As a warlock, you enter into a contract with one of 4 entities.
I don't know.
The Celestial, the Fiend, the Archfey, or the... fill in the blank.
The Celestial,
It says
his name the 3
Celestial,
that you
the
said
Fiend,
3
the
again?
Archfey, or...
It's
Celestial.
no. The answer is Rachel
the
Todd.
great old one, Guy Fieri.
It's a great old one.
Because she's
That's
our
true, that's true.
patron.
Yeah.
You're so right. I'm sorry, I was
She is
wrong.
What
she
is
is a
the
great
answer?
old one. She is eternal.
It's
It's the great old one.
Oh.
For example, yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty cool. Question 4, we're almost done.
How many?
Gula.
Yes, thank you.
What would you say is the most popular warlock cantrip?
Elder's Blast.
Thank you. You got it. I'm so proud of
Hey!
you. You're doing
Yes!
amazing. And last question. There's no wrong answer to this one.
Yeah,
there
probably
is.
Oh yeah.
What in your
I'll
personal
find it.
What in your personal opinion, and in under 300 words, would you say happens to a warlock who breaks their pact with their patron?
All right, everyone, get your fingers out. Here goes the 300 words. They lose their powers.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's under
That's a
300.
good answer.
Yeah.
Dear listeners, first of all, thank you for playing, Devin. Dear listeners, we, as the Lawful Stupid podcast, promise we will never break our pact with you, our patrons.
Ooh, that was good.
That pact, of course, entails hours and hours of bonus content for just $1 a month, ranging between playing a one-shot with us, and it goes up to a magic item. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can get for dropping your monies towards us, and, of course, the mythical final tier, Devin's Curse. That's right. For $100 a month, for a full year, mind you, you can have our dear Devin say one naughty word. I believe the limitation on this is that he will not take the Lord's name in vain, but correct me if I am wrong.
No, that's correct.
We certainly don't expect $100 from everyone, but if this show truly means something to you, and if you have the means, and if you want some cool bonus content, $1 a month would be pretty neat as well. Thank you.
So I have a question for the fans out there. So you will not take the Lord's name in vain. That is where the line is drawn, correct?
Yep.
Are you willing to say, like, are you willing to take other deities' name in vain? Like, would you
Like
say,
Iona?
Would you say Odin's furry snatch?
Yes.
Iron Tusk.
Would you say Iron Task bleeding asshole?
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to know.
Incredible. Thank you for playing my warlock, Miss Devon.
Please, someone give us $1,200 so that Devin has to say Odin's furry snatch.
I feel like you could piece that together from other sound bites.
I think
God.
Ginge has the power, yeah, for sure.
So, I'm back from whatever nether I went to.
It was
From Halo's Grasp.
Yeah, from Halo's Grasp. Oh no! Go away! I'm here to tell you about our Discord, where you can see jokes like these and many others amongst the chat, amongst all these other friends of Lawful Stupid with whom you can discuss your theories about the show. You can discuss, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened in this week's episode. Like, the last 2 episodes, like, holy crap, there's going to be some crazy discussions going on in the Discord. You want to join them, don't you? So, you just follow our link and you join in, and everyone will greet you once you hop in. And it's
Yeah, don't be intimidated by that.
It's just we do it out of love. We promise.
It's simultaneous.
We just want you to feel welcome and happy, and it can come across as very strong sometimes, but we do care. Lots of good friends.
It is like, it's like Steve Jones joined the server, and then 8,000 voices cry, "Welcome, Steve Jones!"
in unison. It's kind of incredible.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Come and join our Discord.
We'll be waiting for you. Dwayne?
Hey, if you want to support the show and Patreon's not your thing, then you can always buy some of our merch. You can always go get some dice from Critical Dice. You can go to criticaldice.com and get their endless bag of dice. I'm currently rocking still, because we record a lot and he only sends us once a month. Only once a month. So maybe you should get like 4 of those subscriptions. You can get endless bag of dice. You get a cool little dice set each month. Usually it comes with a little bit more, like a coupon or a little pen. And if you use Lawful Stupid as the coupon code, you'll get a free month. Helps us out a little bit. Jason's also a really cool guy. Like him a whole lot. He's a big Min-Max Mankind supporter. So we're definitely supporters of his. And of course, you can get hugged by a cloud if you get a premium t-shirt from our store.lawfulstupid.org. Says questioningly.
Something like that.
You'll find it.
Well, it's late. It's late, and I can't remember if we're .org or .com anymore. I think it's .org.
Can you really put a price?
There we go.
Can you
Nailed
really
it.
put a price on being hugged by a cloud?
A .com?
And
Yes.
actually,
it's up there.
That I did know.
Yep.
And of course, I have to leave you with a question to think on for this long week. The question is going to be, how can I survive when you take my breath away?
Oh, good question.
Gills.
One breath at a time.
Gills is the answer. No, you think about it and you let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, and I think there's only one thing else to say,
Love you,
which
bye.
is
Harmonize.
we love you.
We love you.
Bye.